to somebody, there's some stuff you don't have to take. There's some stuff in your life you don't have to go for because you have the authority of the one that sent you. You got to tell sickness, I have authority over you. You got to tell poverty, I have authority over you. I don't have to be sick. I don't have to be down. I don't have to be defeated. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. You got authority. Stand up to them devils and tell them, you're not going to take my family. You're not going to take my children. You're not going to mess up my money again this year. You got authority. If you know it, open up your mouth and shout glory. They have the authority. The next thing you need to understand is that the authority of the apostle comes from the up close interaction and observation of Jesus. So you need to understand that you don't have authority if you have not spent time with Jesus. You don't have the authority of Jesus if you don't spend time with Jesus. That's why some of you are trying to speak things that are not as though they were, and ain't nothing happening because you haven't spent time with the one you get the authority from. You got to spend some time in prayer. You got to spend some time in fasting. You got to spend some time at the altar. You got to understand that there's certain things that you're not going to drive out just by quoting what you heard somebody say. There's some things you're not going to get rid of just by repeating what somebody else said. There are some things that come by fasting. I wish I had some old saints in here that come by fasting and prayer. Maybe if you've been in the presence of God, there's some stuff just when you walk in the room that'll run away from you. There's some stuff just when they hear your feet on the floor in the morning. There's some demons that'll start running away because you are somebody that has been with God. Just when people tell them I've been with God, don't mess with me, I've been with God. Don't think I'm going to settle for some stuff because I've been in the presence of God. This thing, I'm almost finished. Since they were handpicked, they had to preach the gospel that they were taught. They were handpicked by God. And then the next thing I want you to see is that they had the authority to drive out demons. So these were the qualifications that were given to the men that Jesus picked as his apostles. But now here we have a problem because we have Judas coming in. He's going to create a problem because he meets all of the qualifications of who Jesus would pick. But yet Judas becomes an accomplice to the murder of the one that picked him. So now it presents some problems because John 6:64 says Jesus knew from the first who was the one that would betray him. So my question is, if Jesus knew who would betray him, why didn't he pick him? John 6:64 church. And anybody that's there, anybody that's available, he will use them for his glory. But the thing is, if you do not do what he has told you to do, and if you do not carry yourself in the right way, just like he used you, he will replace you. And that's what I want to let somebody know, that you better get yourself together, because if you don't get it together real soon, help me preach to somebody, grab them and tell them you're about to be replaced. I'm almost finished. You can sit. Why would God pick people and use people that he knows will mess up? Why would he use someone that he knows is flawed? He uses them in order to accomplish his purpose. He uses them in order to do what he has to do. And so he goes on, Peter goes on to talk about Peter. He talks about how Peter was numbered amongst us, how a Judas can be numbered among you. He can be counted among you. There are certain people who are among you and around you, but they never become who you are. And that's why when the time and the season of replacement comes, you can't be too connected to nobody. I love you, but I'm not too connected to you to let you go. But there's some people that's around me